Warning, shots will be fired during this presentation.
(2023-2024) season. Let's get it. It's a great return. Y'all strikes back. We going live and tuned up to the max. Relle and King still spitting the facts. Wrapping it up with y'all in the chat. Baltimore, Dallas, we still on the map. The others agree we don't know about that. We wrote the blueprints, don't know about that. And Nico, we trust that we know about that. Ineffective, that new roster. Cooking up with Kirby, steak and Eliza. Hope your appetite will win in this party. Grab yourself a seat for the after game party. We never die, we live long and prosper. You ain't imagining we home like Fosters. Lightning in the sky like Dr. Frankenstein, Luca and Kyrie. They created a monster. The rules of the game are the same. They on every platform, same name. At WTM, have your question on screen. Keep it courteous and keep it clean. And remember to share and like. Welcome Relle and King to the mic. Wherever, whenever you hear this pod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Glow Yard.
YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs, where we talk Dallas Mavericks. Fans' perspective. Well, here we go again. Rinse and repeat, right?
Rinse and repeat.
I mean, got a lot pretty much to say, man. I told myself I wasn't gonna vent or nothing, but we'll get to all that here in a little bit. Got a comment from somebody who weren't too happy with the playback content. I'm gonna get on that here in a little bit. But before we do all that, man, if you're into Mav content, I guess, which I see a lot of people are starting to shy away from, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And do us a favor, man. We up talking about this nonsense. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. I mean, that's the least we can do, man. Hit the like button, help us out here, because I don't think anybody wants to talk about this trash right now. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Like I said, man, it's your boys Relle and King. Y'all already know how this goes. Mavs lose again. Not gonna show no stats. Not gonna show no scores. Y'all know what it was. We're gonna probably get to the Glow Yard again. Let y'all go ahead and vent, man. Before we do, I guess we'll give our thoughts, man. Overall thoughts. I'm gonna let King go first, man. What was your thoughts on this game, man? Good night, everybody.
Basically, I don't know what to say, bro. It's not the same thing over and over again. I want to talk about one thing first, though. Pascal, I know at the end of playback, you thought you was causing a commotion. You weren't. You're always able to give your opinion. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about, man. Like, the floor is yours. I just don't ever want you to think anybody, as long as no one's saying something disrespectful. Like, we know, most of us in the Glow Yard understand the lines and where you can go. And I kind of said it to say, as far as the Heckling comment, like we talked about that in the playback. I don't know what was said to Luka exactly. From what I was told, if that happened today, it's pretty soft. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, especially after the things that Luka Doncic does, passing guys towels and all. Like, it's fine to heckle as long as no disrespect and all. And I've seen game sevens where Luka's going back and forth with guys in the crowd and things like that. All kind of things. Like, you were losing, Devin Booker was cooking you and cooking the team, and like, this was one of the ones you just take it, pause or whatever. And I got to see more into it. I don't want to, make a direct comment about it and say that that's the situation, because I haven't really even looked at it. I haven't had a chance to. If it was like slurs or disrespect, I would have thought that Luka would say that, when he had a chance to. But I heard it was basically cursing of something like, you're tired out there, you need to come out, get your ass out, and get on the treadmill. And if that's what it is, then, like, you can't kick a guy out of the seat, especially his probably nice seats, expensive seats, if you can hear him, because of that type of stuff. But we'll see. I'll have to see the rest of that. I know the Glow Yard to give me more details if I haven't, and we'll go from there when I get to that. But other than that, man, this organization is trash. I know it is. We're no better. We don't have the right to laugh at Detroit's. We don't have the right to laugh at Phoenix. We don't have the right to laugh at anybody, bro. This organization is trash. It starts from the top down. So even if that situation did happen, it's Jason Kidd, Mark Cuban, the usual suspects. I've said before that I know folks say, guys that talk about the NBA say normal things or say things and you really don't understand why they're saying it at the time, but then as time passes, you like, damn, he might have been right. I said that about, last year when we talked about the playoffs and all, and guys were saying, I don't think the Mavs are even a play-in team and all that. And they were kind of right. This year, they said the same thing. Like, I don't think the Mavs are that good. And we're like, no, they got better and all. And they were kind of right. Jason Kidd and a coach. Don't get him. Kind of right. That's you too, bro. You get respect for that one. But Luka Doncic, he may be coming. And I don't. People going. It is what it is. People gonna say whatever they want to say. It's the James Harden thing, bro. Like they talk about all the time, and not James Harden as far as his playoff performances and all that. We gotta get to the playoffs first and foremost, and that's Jason Kidd. I told you, like we can't even get there, that we can't talk about his playoff performance if we're not in the playoffs. James Harden got to the Western Conference Finals multiple times, but the whole, as I said, Luka never went through the grind to get this team, if that makes sense. He was given the team midway through his rookie season. And Rick Carlisle was doing dumb things with the team as far as, going through Harrison Barnes and things like that. Like even the way he played with Dennis Smith Jr., we know he played games which he shouldn't have played, which goes on him and Mark Cuban. Again, this is why the organization is trash. But once that happened, Luka was basically given the keys. So he's never have to, kind of work his way to get an organization. You knew it was his. He knew it was done. They forced Dirk to retire basically because they had Luka Doncic. I say all that to say I'm afraid of him getting stuck in his ways, man. And the ways that we've said it, he's been a pro now for 10 years. I'm tired. I'm not. The young thing is done. I think I told you that last year. We can't come into this year saying he's still young. He's not young. So that irritates me. And with that irritating me, like I said, with the organization being the way the organization is and the way they decided to cater towards him and cater this team and Jason Kidd, all that kind of stuff, I don't know if anything is going to change. I don't know if we're stuck in it. I don't see, finish line or what's going to happen. This game exactly, there was really nothing to talk about. Luka was good in the first half. He was cooking them. Referees were trash. It is what it is, man. We know how the referees are. It is. Like, I'm sorry. We have trash referees this year. But this effort, man, these guys that's not calling timeouts, letting teams go on 40-9 runs or 40-2, like it's embarrassing. And for anybody that watches Mavs games or covered Mavs games to tell you that it's not embarrassing as a Mavs fan to be watching this and thinking that it's embarrassing, I don't know what type of fan they are, what they're covering, or what propaganda they're spewing for you. But I think we're going to get to 500 soon. And maybe quicker than we did last year. And I don't know. I've gotten to the point the trade thing doesn't even matter to me anymore. Like I'm not worried about a trade anymore. There's one move that has to be made. It's really more than one move because somebody else has to step down as well and get rid of this dude. But there's one major move that has to be done, and I don't know if they're going to do it. We'll see how long we ride this ship, but yeah, we have one of the worst coaches in the NBA, so that doesn't help in the situation. So I don't know what to say, bro. We got Exum back today. I guess we're starting to get healthy, but what does that matter? Like, is that really what's wrong? So, yeah.
Yeah, I told my wife I wasn't gonna do no yelling. I know she down there trying to sleep. She got to get up early. Look, man, I'm gonna say this, and I know you don't want to offend nobody, King. That's okay. I don't care, bro. I look at it like this, bro. Like I said, y'all know I've been a fan of this team for my whole life. Seen the ups and downs, seen players come, seen players go. So what I'm about to say, this is like a build up of like 30-some years, bro, of fandom, right? Like y'all seen how I've been over the last maybe handful of shows. I told y'all I'm done. I'm done. And it's not just because we on some funky losing streak. It's not even about that. I want y'all to understand something. We look the exact same way we did last year. We look the exact same way we looked last year. When like King just said a minute ago, y'all talked about trades. People keep hitting us up. Can we do this trade? Should we do that trade? Should we get this person? Should we get that person? And y'all heard me say this. This is not a cop out. This is what I truly feel and truly believe. Us making a trade is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. Now, that's how I feel. I don't know what everybody else feels, but I honestly feel like that's not going to do anything. I keep going back to the example of last year. Remember, we said these exact same things last year. We just need a trade. We got a superstar in the trade last year, and what did that get us? No matter who you get on this team and during the trade deadline, that's not going to outperform Jason Kidd, y'all. If we need to make a move, that's the move we need to be making. You got to get Jason Kidd out of here, man. Shout out to my boy Fred. He called me before I started the show, and we talked about this. And I told him, I said, this is why I did not want Jason Kidd. I see more of him pointing fingers at everybody else than himself. The franchise, Mark Cuban, enabled this. I go back to the fact that you did not do your due diligence when you went and got a coach. You understand that you're squandering Luka's best years right now. You're just squandering it. And he don't care. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you know you got incompetence at the head position, then what makes you think that we're going to pull out and if it's going to be okay? After a while, we are what we are. After a while, the franchise is what they is. When you got these kind of people who are leading your franchise, all this stuff should not be a surprise to anybody. It should be a surprise. We should give Luke, a matter of fact, we should give Dirk more credit for being able to sustain and hold this franchise as long as he did. That's what makes Dirk the GOAT for this franchise. For him to be able to do that with Mark Cuban as your owner, like, this is ridiculous, man. And like King just said, man, listen, y'all can. I'm not gonna tell anybody who to watch, who to listen to. I'm not here for that. Like, everybody who my closest friends and family know how I operate. If I don't mess with somebody, I don't mess with them, and that's it. It's not I'm a sneak and watch this person to see what they're saying. I don't care what any of them other people are saying. Any of them locked-ons, slightly biases, anybody else y'all watch, I don't care what they're saying, right? I don't care. But if they are not as upset as you, then they're the wrong people to be listening to, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Those aren't fans. Those are people getting paid by the Mavericks. We're not getting paid by the Mavericks, which is why it's upsetting. It's like, bro, I got to sit up every night, work my job, deal with my wife. Not about. I'm sorry, I love my wife. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but I don't want her to watch this thing. I'm saying deal with her like it's a bad thing. You know how that is. You got to clean it up. But the point I'm saying is, you got to deal with marriage. You got to deal with work every day, and then you got to come home to do this every night. You feel like this is a waste of time. Hey, I love y'all, Glow Yard, but sometimes I just want a break because I don't want to deal with this every night. Y'all get the option of not watching a game, and that's it. Y'all get an option of not watching us, and that's it. We got to come up here every night, put on a happy face, and try to talk people off the ledge. I'm tired of doing it. Y'all. I'm just going to call it like it is. Like I said, you got Jason Kidd out here doing some of the stupidest stuff I've ever seen in my life. You got a generational player on your team, and you don't try to put a better team around this guy. Tonight showed me one thing. Well, that's sorry, it didn't show me that. We already knew this. We talked about this last year. You got a team built around Luka that is heavily dependent on Luka. Y'all can say what y'all want about Luka. I'm not saying Luka is exempt from anything. Don't get me wrong. Y'all know how we operate on this channel. We call stuff out. Not saying Luka's exempt. But on the flip side, we got to be real. You take Luka out the game, where was the offense at?
You would be found.
Who were you able to go through? You better not say Tim Hardway, bro. Listen.
No, I'm not saying Tim Hardway. What I'm gonna say to you is, it's Jay. If you don't have Kyrie Irving, right, the only ball handler you have is Luka, unless you play Exum. He wasn't playing Exum at the right times with Luka. It was like when stuff going down, you don't have another ball handler in there, so you have to rely on Tim Hardaway Jr. I can't even decide who to get mad at on the team because the situations are wrong. Like this team is just ran wrong. It like we say about the guys being traded here. We'll have PJ Washington probably looking like trash on our team because of Jason Kidd. Like they're not put in situations to win because he's not a good coach. It doesn't matter. Like we know what Tim should be doing and shouldn't be doing. Another coach would do that. Jason Kidd doesn't. He doesn't put people in situations to win, bro. So we in these situations where we sitting out there watching Luka with no other ball handler at all. So when you double him, what's gonna happen?
Bro, I'm mad. I'm not just bad at Jason Kidd, bro. I'm literally mad at everybody, bro.
Everybody, it's just trash.
It's not just the players, not just the team, not just the ownership. I'm mad at fans too. Y'all up here screaming out refs suck. You need to be screaming out fire Jason Kidd.
Yep.
Like this is ridiculous, bro. And this is why Mark Cuban don't get away with some of the stuff they get away with, because we enable these guys to do this.
Right.
I don't know how many times, like I said, this is why I'm starting to go on Twitter less and less, bro, because it's getting on my nerves, bro. I've seen so many people, hell, even our comments since we see this. We see so many people, it's not Kidd's fault. Like we talk about it so many times. We talked about it last year. You got players on this team that overstate their welcome, but yet people want to keep them because they're good guys. Like I said, you had a stagnant offense out there when Luka wasn't on the court. Tried to go through Tim Hardway, who should not be your second option. I've said that a million times. Tim should have been gone 3 or 4 years ago. But like I said, he'll have 2 or 3 good games, and then we the idiots want to trade him.
Shout out to Dana Larson.
Like, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, Maxey look cooked.
Shout out to Skin.
Grant Williams literally is the worst free agent signing I can probably think of in recent memory for the Dallas Mavericks, bro.
Shout out to Kevin Gray.
Like, this is ridiculous, bro. You signed your first free agent signing was Seth Curry. Where's he at, King? Does he play power forward? Could he get you rebounds? The one thing he does do, he's not doing.
Nope.
Like the mishandling of this roster, bro, is ridiculous. It's crazy to me, bro. It's to the point I don't care who get fired, man. I really don't.
They all need to get fired. I'm about ready to start over.
Like, and I want somebody who's gonna be competent enough. If you are going to start over, be competent enough to know who to put in these positions, bro. I don't trust none of them in the front office right now, bro. I'm sorry. Listen, we called this stuff out last year, and you telling me you have we talked about last year getting killed on the board. We need size. And the one thing you do, your first signing was go get a guard. Yeah. Your first signing on day one was to get Seth Curry. That's what you need size. But you know what? Let's go sign Seth Curry. That's the first guy we need to go get. Don't use that biannual or whatever it was to go get somebody that a Bismack Biyombo, somebody sitting at the house, bro. You could have paid for the same amount of money that can help you with what you need to be helped on the team right now. You go and trade a guy for a guy in Rashawn Holmes, and you don't play him at all. But you know what? The smart thing for you to do is go play Grant Williams at the 5. A guy who is not a great rebounder is probably the worst ball handler I've ever seen in my life, bro. This dude here is trash, King. I've never, like I said, I'm literally trying to think in my head right now, who was the worst? People could complain about DeLon Wright. You can complain about Quentin Richardson. I'd rather have one of them guys over Grant Williams right now. You complain about Reggie Bullock. I'd rather have Reggie Bullock right now than Grant Williams, bro. That dude is pure, unadulterated trash, man. And I'm getting sick of watching it. And I'm getting sick of people getting comfortable with it. These are the kind of players that this franchise wants to pick up. Nice guys. Bro, we look soft out there, bro.
We are soft.
Goddamn Phoenix Suns right now in the comment section cooking us right now, bro. That's embarrassing.
We soft.
Why am I more embarrassed than you are? You on the court. And you got folks pointing fingers. Then you don't have nobody in the media calling this stuff out.
Who backing up,
we
bro?
Look like the bad guys.
Who backing up where everybody pointing fingers though? Mark Cuban.
Just tired of this, man.
It's trash, bro.
It's trash.
We going down the same. It's like it's patterns. You're watching the team be the same. Nothing is progressing. That's what worries me. We're going down the same paths over and over, and we don't have anybody at the top. Let me ask you this question, real tough. Same team and all that. Like, let's get past it. We had Ty Lue, our coach. What do you think we had in the West?
Bro, we top 4.
We top 4 in the West, right? That's why I say I can't even, bro. The players play trash. They play like trash. They do. But I really think it's Jason Kidd that puts us in the positions to be trash, man. I've said that from the beginning when I said this lineup is weird, like the way they got guards and big men to do different things, and Jason Kidd got to be a coach to play this right. I mean, a great coach basically to make this right. He's not that guy. That's what worried me the whole time.
What made you start Grant Williams today?
You tell me.
That's why whenever we was talking about the Pascal trade and everybody like, oh, we should have got Pascal. And I kept telling the folks, do you really think that would have helped?
They'd have been mad at Pascal over here. Probably. He'd have been looking like trash, and we'd have been like, damn, why we get Pascal Siakam?
We keep blaming the players, right? Like the Rashawn Holmes in the Seawoods of the world, right? But nobody points fingers at Jason Kidd, bro.
Jason, you got to go, bro. We got to get a different system, a different philosophy, a different structure. We got to get something here.
Different system? What system?
Yeah, basically. We got to get some type of structure here, man. Like now, like
bro,
that's the point when I say you got to let Luka and Kyrie and them go and all. Like I love Luka. Luka, you watching this show? I love you, man. I love you, Kai. This is a toxic situation. You will not come out of this looking like the good guy being on this team. That's how I'm feeling. The whole thing again, I forgot to say earlier. The 07 Cavs, when they say it reminds you of that, and you're like, there's no way the Mavericks can do exactly what they seen the 07 Cavs do. What's different, bro? What's different than the 07 Cavs? You tell me. And the 07 Cavs at least making the playoffs, right?
They went to the finals.
Yeah, making the finals.
You think this team making the finals?
Hell no. This team's going to barely make the play. I told you, I think we're going to hit 500. I really think so. Come on, man. A generational guy in the middle of his career, missing the playoffs back to back. It's a toxic situation where Luka won't win. And it's not that I'm trying to call him out and all that. I know who the real culprit is. We keep trying to yell it on the show. It's Mark Cuban. But as long as Luka's on this team, he's going to be doing the things he does. We're going to be going through the situation we do. Like, we got Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is injury prone. He's a smaller guy. We talking about going another year and maybe waiting for next year possibly, and all people are saying. Like, so we want the twilight of Kyrie's career. Why do we trade for him then? If we're not going for the present.
That's what I don't understand either. You got up, like you just said, Kyrie's at 31. He's pretty much in his prime.
He's at the back
headed toward the back of his prime.
Mm-hmm.
And you building the team as if like you preparing for the future. Like, what the hell? Then why'd you pick him up for then?
Why'd you get him? That's going to be the twilight of his career.
That's a waste of time, bro. Like I'm saying, like, bro.
Yep. It don't make sense. That's what I'm saying. It's toxic. Get the hell away. Everybody should stay away right now, bro.
I've said it a million times, Glow Yard. Not just Glow Yard. All Mav fans. If y'all listen, even on Twitter. I've said this a million times. If your words are not being reached to these people, there's only one way you can reach them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all a prime example. I want y'all to go watch. I know some of y'all already do this, but go watch We Talk Hawks. Their owner wasn't saying nothing. He didn't care. Like it's the way they losing and stuff, he don't care. But as soon as them seats started getting empty, it was hitting his pockets. Now he's speaking out now.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you make these people pay. Because like I said, man, the media is not going to hold Jason Kidd or Mark Cuban them accountable. The only person who ever done it, they finally shut him up, and that was Tim McMahon. Like I said before a few shows ago, I guess we owe him an apology. Tim, I'm sorry. We were wrong. I'm admitting that we were wrong. I apologize. The only person hold these people accountable, and they shut him up.
Yep.
Now you don't hear from Tim like that no more, asking those type of questions. Your boy Jason Kidd just said some of the stupidest comments. What was it, like 2 or 3 weeks ago? Just yes and no, and then walks off. No follow-up questions or anything, bro. And this is what we deal with. You can go out here and do some of the stupidest stuff I've ever seen in my life as a coach, and there's no pushback. I'm guaranteeing you, King, if Kidd was... Matter of fact, Kidd got pushback. You know where he got pushback at? In Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. I'm
guaranteeing you was in L.A. doing this or you was in Brooklyn doing this. Oh, your seat would have been hot day one, bro. Day one. They cooking him right now.
Tim
Coach him, not Ash on him. Coach him, they cooking him.
Tim is the one with Luka today though. He got into it with him. Luka said that you will be the one to post the negative stuff about me. He got into it. That's what I'm saying. The team, I told you, watch out for Tim McMahon no longer covering Dallas Mavericks like in the near future.
But then what you gonna do? You gonna have other people doing little fluff pieces.
You gotta do what Mark. You have to be a representation of Mark Cuban's clique. You gotta be able to sit at his table, because they have a committee.
It's funny how you got all this power for a person who don't own the team no more. I said a million times. Like I said when Jeff was here, Don Carter sold his stake and still had parts of the ownership of the team. I didn't see him making decisions. Ross Perot Jr. sold his stake and still had small, minor parts of the team. He didn't have any control. Matter of fact, you remember he tried to sue Mark Cuban back in 2011, but how he was running the team, he don't have no say so on what the team is doing. Once you gave your stake up, this is the only owner I've ever seen, bro, that actually keeps his stake. Has to have a 25% stake or whatever, and you can go ahead and make all decisions for this team, bro. Never seen it before in my life, King.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm praying. I'm hoping. Like, and this, I know you don't want to hope on anybody downfall, but Kid done been here long enough. He done made money. Cuban has sold his stake, so he done made money. I'm praying that Adrian Griffin thing has done something to Luka Doncic. Like, I'm hoping that Luka has felt like, okay, you know what, Giannis did it. Dame did it with him and all. Like, I can do it. He got to get Mark Cuban out of there.
But the thing too about the whole Adrian Griffin thing, like Giannis has been in the game a while to know, hey, I got the cachet, I can do that. You know how Luka is. Luka's kind of like Dirk in that sense where he don't want to meddle with the front office and all that stuff, right?
You see him on the bench.
You said what?
You see him on the bench after the game when the game was at the end. I don't.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I started watching it at about 5 minutes left.
Bro, he's that's what I'm saying. He's on. They're on an embarrassing spree right now for Luka Doncic. Like, he's being talked about right now at Jaylen Brown thing. Now Devin Booker and all. Like, he's being embarrassed right now. And I mean, he's the leader of the team. Same thing like another person on somebody else's team. He's taking these L's and they're coming in embarrassing ways. I think it's hitting him, man. And that's what I'm saying. If it's hitting him and he's like, I saw what Adrian Griffin did, I'm not scared to step up. This guy not a good coach. Maybe, man. I'm just hoping, maybe, man, because he got to get out of there, or it's just, like I said, it's gonna stay toxic, man. We're in a toxic relationship.
Lucas should have said something when you saw some of his lineups he's putting out there. Like, you putting Grant Williams at the 5 with 4 guards, bro. You should have been said something, man. Like, yo, this ain't. You supposedly had this committee or whatever. Like, what happened to the committee?
He got rid of Rick Carlisle, though, man. I'm telling you that if Rick Carlisle wasn't, if Luka didn't have nothing to do with Rick Carlisle, we may not be sitting here and talking about this. Like, Jason Kidd may have had shorter of a leash. I think it's because Luka got rid of Rick Carlisle that he doesn't want to do that right away because he don't want to be considered a coach killer.
I'll let it go away if you had another coach and y'all winning.
And y'all win. That's why I said winning carries everything.
Everything.
Get the wrong coach out of there and get the right coach. I don't care if you got to keep getting rid of him. Like, bro, I don't understand people saying about and shout out to Richard. He's saying other people said it like on different shows that this was another year process and all that. They were sitting here to find out what players do in the positions. And I'm like, well, we don't play the younger guys. So what are we doing? And all these guys are all under contract other than, what is it, DJJ and is that it? DJJ the only guy that's a free agent, right? Everybody else can opt in, right?
I think so. And so, then you call Exum up for what? I mean, Omax up for what?
And then
you call him up for just sit on the bench? Like, that makes no sense to me, bro. Like, you got a defensive wing with size on your bench and you don't use them. No, you know what? Let me go ahead and put Grant Williams in the game, bro.
Shout out to, I think it was Jake Fisher that said that no teams are interested in Tim Hardway Jr. No teams but the Mavericks and their fans.
Shout out to Johnny B on that one. I've been saying it for the longest. You should have traded him when his value was high. I've been saying that, bro.
Bro, but we
said 2 good games, and now everybody want to sign up to a
but Maverick fans want to keep him. Yep. So now we got him, and nobody else want him. They think he invaluable. So what? What do we do now? That's what I'm saying. What is the? We hope for Derek Lively to become a superstar. Does that cure everything?
Yeah, it's to the point I don't even care no more, man.
So I don't. And Jason Kidd don't care.
You benching this dude in fourth quarters and stuff, bro. Your only anchor, bro.
The white.
Then you don't play the Dwight Powell, who been your hottest center.
That's one of the best.
You play a guy who is timid on offense, who's constantly injured, you put him back at the 5. We talked about that before too. That's how he keeps getting injured when you put him at the 5. But
I done yelled on playback and all that. I bought the Maxi Kleber jersey for Queen. That's Queen guy.
So you don't love your wife, okay?
I used to do. Don't say that. Don't do that over here. Don't make an unhappy family on this side, bro. Come on. But I used to do the whole call me when Maxi was scoring all that. But we called on this show, bro. When we saw he got injured that last time and he came back and he was timid and all that, he couldn't do nothing. We said Maxi being a role play, he's an undrafted dude. He's an older guy. He started older and all that. When you start seeing those signs and those type of players, you're done. Fast forward, he went in the playoffs and had like one game, maybe 1.5 or so. Did nothing the rest of the playoffs for us at all. Gave him the contract after that. That season was over for 2 playoff games, even though he was complete trash. He was complete trash. He took the TCJ moniker from Tim Hardway Jr. That's how trash he was. Gave him $11 million, and he's still trash. His stat line is his stat line. You're never. What makes people think his stat line is going to change?
Because of what Skin said.
Because of what Skin said. Why aren't we should expect 3 and 2 like every game or something like that? That's what Maxi Kleber does.
Are you sure? Because every time he comes back, he's out and he comes back, we told he's the savior of the franchise.
Allegedly. What is he saving? What does he do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We made it to the Western Conference Finals without Tim Hardway Jr., but we need him so much. I don't get Maverick fans at times, man. I try to. I'm a Maverick fan myself, but I don't understand it, man. Like, that doesn't make sense. Why are you holding on to something that was already shown to you that it wasn't that precious? The guy took a pay cut because y'all went to the Western Conference Finals without him.
Well, like
no, I'm lying. I'm sorry. No, he got paid after the bubble. I'm sorry. After 17 a game. I'm sorry, bro. Because the one you didn't believe he had.
Was that the? Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he had like 20 something points, or like 30 something the first 2 games, and the rest of them he was trash. So it averaged up to 17. Yeah, he did a Tim Hardaway again.
He did that series.
Yep.
Tim Hardaway's career.
And then they said, "Oh, we're gonna pay you this money." He could have been a Pelicans problem right now.
Hey, and they've been wanting to trade him for the last like 4 years.
Yep, you can't find nobody. He's supposedly having the best year of his career this year, bro, right?
Mm-hmm. So that's what I told.
Why don't nobody want him?
Exactly. That's why I kept saying you should have traded him when his value was high. Everybody like, oh, you gotta keep him, man. We had folk like Johnny B, second best player. No, I'm sorry, third best player. He better than Luke and Kyrie. And now we sitting here.
The sending contract and all that, bro. Still, why don't they want Tim Hardaway Jr.?
And after this year, I got 1 year left.
Yeah, why don't they want Tim Hardaway Jr.?
Interesting. Like I said, should have traded him when his value was high, but it's all good though.
Would you agree he has one of the lowest basketball IQs on the team?
King. All right, listen, bro. We talked about this so many times, bro, on like the members only shows. We talk about this so many times. Everybody's so enamored with his shot and all that stuff. We keep asking, hey, man, what does he do in the fourth quarter? How many times do we see him try to do 1-on-5s? Last game, we were down by 7. We had the momentum going in our direction. What'd he do? He want to take on 3 people by himself.
He drove at Kevin Durant and went to his right the way Kevin Durant was, bro. Kevin Durant just blocked it and said, get out of here. What is this? What the hell, Tim Hardaway Jr., bro? That made no sense. I'm like, go to the left side, bro. Use the rim to defend to help be a defender.
Matter of fact, bro, he did a play at the beginning of the first time he came in the game. He pushed the tempo, and I swear to you, I was saying to myself, he finna try to go to the basket, and he did it, bro, and got it blocked. I was like Tim, give up the ball. Like, what are you? Oh,
I'm not arguing this with nobody anymore. We need to trade Tim. We should have been traded Tim. I don't care if Tim scores 30 points every game from now on, y'all. We need to trade him.
I said that, bro. Listen, when he had that little hot streak, I still said that, bro. I kept trying to tell folks. We've seen this bro. We've seen this his whole entire career. Like, I don't know. That's why I say I don't understand why that's so. Like, people are so oblivious to that. They get enamored with his little 4 or 5 games in a row. Like, they think that's him. It's like, no, he's been doing this his whole career. He been in the league 10 years. He is what he is.
Yep.
He is what he is. Like, I don't understand why everybody's oblivious to that, bro. That's why I'm like, whenever we see this and everybody like, see, I told you he's hot. Y'all understand he's gonna get cold again here in the next couple games, right? No, he's best player on the team. He's the most consistent player on the team. Blah blah blah. That's all we heard all season, bro. Oh, y'all done for trying to trade Tim Hardway, man. He's this and that and this. And I said, y'all understand he's going to revert back to Tim, the old Tim, right? Here in a few. Then he'll have like 3 or 4 games in a row where he's shooting 4 for 16 or whatever. And folks in here like, we gotta trade Tim. We said trade Tim when he was scoring 30.
He scored 40 every year. That don't make a difference.
He literally does the same thing every year.
Every year.
Is he trade when his value was lowest? It's like, bro, you should have traded him. You could have got more for him if you traded when his value was highest.
Is he winning 6 man of the year?
No, he's not winning 6 man of the year.
Is he going to be a finalist?
He probably will be a finalist.
I don't think he is.
Well, now when I say finalist, he's gonna be top 3.
That's what I'm saying. Finalist is top 3.
I thought you meant like the year him and JB were like 5 and 6 or whatever, 4 and 5 or whatever.
No. I mean like he's gonna be a finalist.
Like top 3. No.
Meaning he's gonna be sitting there waiting for an award, see if he get called. If they had a show. No, he's not a finalist.
Should trade that man when he was the hottest dude in the league, bro. Kept saying it, bro.
They told us no, man. He the best player on the team. We were told he the best player on the team at one point.
They said no. They said sign that man to a Albert Pujols contract, bro. When he had them 5 games in a row.
He want to win. He want to stay here because he knows.
I'm talking about the Albert Pujols contract when he played for the Angels.
I know what you're talking about, and I'm saying that he want to stay here.
Well, either one,
because he know that he can stay here. Like they'll take care of him, and he's trying to win something here. Nobody else. These players they stay with Mark Cuban because they know Mark Cuban gonna keep them, man.
And this front office, and I'm so scared. This front office I'm not scared. I know they're not. They don't want to make the hard decisions, bro.
No, Mark Cuban want to keep his guys, man.
Exactly. Like I said, we just saw Brad Stevens. He don't play that. He getting cats up out of there, bro, and getting better players. We saw that.
We already said if LeBron was on this team, would Maxey and Dwight be here?
Nope.
You know that.
So.
You know that. Like, is there a question? Do you question that at all in your soul that if LeBron James is on his team, is the guy that Maxey and Dwight would be there?
Especially if you hear about there being a way you can upgrade the roster, them guys gone. But
is either one of them better than Tristan Thompson?
I'll take Tristan Thompson right now. He gonna rebound. I'm guaranteed he have more rebounds.
I take him on the PEDs. Pause.
On the PEDs and everything.
And everything over either one of them, bro. Like these dudes are trash, man. I'm sorry. They gave this guy $11 million a year, man. Bro, we sat here and said we about to have cap space, bro. We were excited too. We were like, yeah, Maxey about to come off the books. This is the end.
Hey, Mark Cuban must have heard us. Oh, y'all getting a little too excited over there. Hey, man, get that man that
3 for 33.
Get that Albert Pujols contract, man. They over excited. I don't know why they excited, bro.
And this is first year of it, ain't it?
Yep. In fact, did you watch the Bobby Marks video, right? And he said that. He talked about that.
Yeah, this is first year. Only thing about Bobby Marks video I ain't like, he said PJ Tucker. I'm like, hell no, man. I'm a damn PJ Tucker.
Would you be surprised?
No.
After me watching that, he opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. I'm like, I would not be surprised. This
I ain't
team
even
messed around and I know. I'm just saying.
No, I usually give Nico, the thumbs up and say, I know he's gonna make a trade because he normally do it. I ain't put my stamp of approval on that no more, man. Like I'm done. This team's stupid. That's how I feel. Like this team's. I'm not. Why would I bet on something I know stupid? You feel me?
The only reason why I'm saying that is because what it mean you say over the offseason. I think we said at the beginning of the season. Well, no, that's probably the offseason. Remember we talked about Nico. You saw the interview he had with like Channel 8 or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And he talked about what this team need. No, he had the exit interview and talking about what the team need too. He said it twice. Talking about we need size, we need length or whatever. Talked about all that, man. Everything he said we need. We've been sitting there screaming on the show, hey, we need this, we need that. He said that he said we need more wings, all that stuff, right? He said this himself. But then the moves that they made over the offseason did not reflect what he was saying in the interviews. So that kind of led to me like thinking like, bro, does he really have the power that he said he is? But then what I just said at the beginning of the show, the fact that you see Mark Cuban retaining power, being a minority owner. You've never seen it before. You have power. You're keeping your power over the team as a minority owner, bro. That told me everything right there. This
I'm
man's
hoping
gonna
it's just
make
Mark.
That's why whenever you see him in interviews, he say, "Oh, we decide." Why we decide when you just paid this man to be the GM?
You got to pray it's BS. You got to pray he's just saying it to save face, and that the owners will make a decision if they need to, bro. You got to pray. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it's. I think Mark Cuban talking out the back of his ass. Like that's truthfully.
I mean, he could be. He could be. He known for lying and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's just saying it because truthfully, remember it was supposed to be he a 50% owner and all that at first. That dude like a 20-something% owner of the Mavs now. So like, I think he's just trying to not look bad, even though I don't know what he thinks he looks bad about, but like he getting rid of his team basically. So I think he's saying that, and like when they were talking to him about it not being in the contract and all, it's just an agreement, a handshake, and all that. Luka gotta say something, man. Like Luka, I need Luka to get mad. Like this is, and I know people say, why would you want Luka demanding a trade? No, it don't make sense and all. It's not demanding a trade to actually leave the team. It's demanding a trade to demand something to be done unless I want to be done. You feel me? Like it's a do something or I'm out of here type thing.
You said Giannis?
Giannis, Kobe Bryant. You feel me? Like
Giannis did it twice. That's how he got Drew Holiday, and he turned around now he got Dame Lillard. So yeah.
Yep. So like that's what I want. I just want him to not say I'm out of here, but like tell the Mavericks he's not sure he's going to sign the next contract. That's the first one. That's how you put fire. You start fire. Say I'm not sure. Have somebody, one of your guys, whoever in the media that's your guy right now, if it is somebody,
that out a little bit.
Ask you a question and all that stuff about, are you sure you're going to be here? No, I'm not sure right now. That's for further down the future. Say something like that. That would start something going. You have to start some type of like fire underneath these guys and get something, because this is trash, man. I wouldn't want to play. Like Luka is, like we say, he's young and all that. We talk all this stuff. Like he is young. I understand that. So if you lose interest, you lose interest. You feel me? Not everybody can stay interested in something that is just BS. We lose interest on the show. You feel me? So it's just a toxic situation.
I don't have any idea of what the ownership temperament is. Like I told you, I don't know. Remember, like I always use the example of the Phoenix owner. We heard before he even signed on the dotted line from owning the team, he was in there talking about, we're gonna make moves. We getting as soon as he signed and got officially the owner of the team, bro, he made a move as soon as it happened, right? Like I said, Ballmer came in there fiery. He was already talking about, we're going to change up the culture, blah, blah, blah. We seen these guys. The Minnesota owners, as soon as he signed on the dotted line, he went and got Rudy Gobert, right? Like we see these owners doing this, right? Like we see them being passionate about trying to bring a winning culture to their franchise. I don't know nothing about these people because for what it sounds like to me, King, they're more worried about building a casino here in Texas than putting a winning product on the court right now. That's what it seemed like to me. Because, like I said, when Mark Cuban got here, we heard all these changes that he wanted to make and stuff to make the team better, blah, blah, blah. Have you heard anything about the new owners yet?
No. But
gotcha.
I do have I don't know anything about this. I don't know. Obviously, I don't live over there. I don't know any of this stuff. This is just me picking up what's being said. I think Mark Cuban, like I said, I think he's just lying. I think he lied to them as well when he sold them the company. I think when he sold the Mavericks to them, he lied to them by saying we're a good team and all that. Like, I got this, I can run it, let me run this and all that. I'm good. Because I don't think they really will worry about basketball. They just want to make money and, like you said, the casinos and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Cuban got them to keep him in that position because they believed they don't know enough about basketball. So if he says he's running, he got a championship, then you must be a good owner. You must be a good head of the table or whatever. I think if, like you said, if people stop, if the revenue starts going down, people just decide to stop doing this, they see things going on in situations, then they may have to make a decision by saying, we got into this thinking, Mark Cuban telling us he was that dude, this team was going to take off and all. It's not really doing that. So we may have to make a decision. That's what I'm hoping, crossing my fingers. I think he just tried to salesman him. I think that's what Mark Cuban did and sold himself higher than what he really is. That's what I think it was.
It's how you be getting the Mad fans. But
the casino and all was awesome as well. Like, that's included. And that's really what they wanted. But as far as the team, he probably said, I got this. Y'all going to make money off of this. I got it. Thinking that, the way the stuff they preach out and all Maverick fans going to be there either way. So I will see. We got to see. We don't know yet about the owners, but I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping they catch on and they make a difference. We'll see, though.
All right, man. We went 45 minutes, man, talking about this team, man.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get this. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that either. I'm just saying, let's just go ahead and Get to the glow yard here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all. We not finna get to all. I see we got over almost 200 questions and comments here. We probably not finna get to all of them because I ain't too much really talk about with this team, man. Let me just go ahead and get to the super chats, guys. We'll answer any WTMs in front of your question or your comment, guys. So that way we usually do that on normal shows. WTM in front of your question or your comment, guys. So that way we know you're talking to us and not to other people in the chat. We take on the super chats first, which I've got a few of them here.
Yeah,
we got a few of them. Yeah. But yeah, we'll take on the super chats first, guys. So anytime a super chat comes in, we'll address those first. Let's get to it here, man. Noah with the $1.99 note says Mark Cuban is the Jerry Jones of the NBA. You hear no arguments from me, man. Ben with the €5, €5 euros. Yeah, $5. I want to say $5. €5. He said, "Here's a small contribution for both of your efforts, Fire Kid. By the way, these are great British pounds. Okay. Not euros. Okay, got you. Appreciate it, Ben. You know, I'm from Dallas. I don't know nothing." Ben said he gifted one. We talk Mavs membership. Okay,
nice.
TGK did that too. Okay,
nice.
And then Ben did it again. Okay. Yeah. TGK been a member for 10 months. Said Dudley for head coach. Not now, but right now. I don't even want Dudley either. I'm not gonna lie to you, TGK.
I'm ready to fire him all, TGK. Sorry,
man. Ben, I think it's been 11 months. Okay. Said Jason Kidd, get off my team now. I would rather any other coach. I would rather a broom or a Snickers or a cheese sandwich coach. Hashtag Fire Kid. I'm with you. Look who it is, King.
Hey, Trey came back. Hey, Trey.
He's gonna come back after this. I'm like, bro, we ain't seen this dude in 2 years, man. He back.
Trey,
man.
Y'all deserve this one, though, Trey.
Yeah. Trey, man, missed you on the members only, man. I don't know where you been, man. But yeah, Ben with another 5. What do you say it was again?
5 pounds, he said.
Pounds, gotcha. I'm gonna remember that. Ben with another 5 pounds. He says, I get you, real. I deal with this team and my girl too. It's difficult, man. You crack me up, man. He said, respect to the ladies in our lives, though. Yeah, man. Like I said, my wife be keeping me level-headed, man. This who the team, man. Boy, I tell you. Tristan McCracken with the $4.99 dono said Luka will be a better player in a serious organization. He doesn't have 3 true NBA starters. My wife said, does Dallas spend less than other teams? You know what, Tristan? I can't
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
I mean, I can't argue nothing you're saying, bro. It just makes no sense. Like I said, Cuban and them have gotten comfortable with what they did with Dirk. So they're doing the same thing to Luka.
Is that it?
That's all I love.
Okay, thank y'all, everyone.
Man, you better go to bed, TGK.
Noah says, I hope Luka has Adrian Griffin in his head. Luka has the power to go to Mark Cuban and tell him to fire a kid. And if Mark Cuban refuses, then he needs to be fired too. Well, he should have been. Thomas says, remember when THJ was untradeable? He might be the dumbest basketball player I've ever seen. He is poison to success. We went to the Western Conference Finals when he was on the IR.
Did you tell Johnny B that? Interesting.
Noah says, I didn't even watch the game, Relle and King. The only reason why it's fun still is because of y'all. TGK pregame show and playback. Thank you. Johnny B, Glow Yard member, he says, of course, we knew this would happen. Another virtuoso by Luka where he gets his numbers and the Mavs get cracked. We've looked terrible since he's come back. He needs to be held accountable.
Let me address this, bro.
Go ahead.
Johnny, I can't take what you in this comment serious from you when, like we just said a minute ago, your boy THJ, whenever the fourth quarter comes, he completely disappears. This is the same guy that you told us was the second option, or he was more consistent than Luka and Kyrie combined. You know, you always talk about his little 30-point game he had the other day. What was it, 2 or 3 30-point games in a row? But we never hear you say anything when he's out here stinking up the joint. So it's easy to put it on Luka, who got to carry this trash team, who got to carry Tim, by the way. Because what did Tim have today? Can anybody tell me what Tim had today? Can anybody tell me what Tim was in the fourth quarter? How many times do we see Tim turn the ball over trying to go 1-on-5 on a fast break when he knows damn well he's not a great fast one-on-one fast break guy? But like I said, yeah, let's blame Luka on this one, bro. Like I said, Luka's not at fault. I mean, Luka has his issue. We talk about it all the time. But like I said, I don't hear you blaming Jason Kidd for this trash lineup, and I don't ever hear you blaming Tim when he out here stinking up the joint, missed a 6th man of the year or a second option while Kyrie's out.
Yeah, I know Johnny B hate Jason Kidd though. Noah says Jason Kidd needs to be sent to the G League. He is probably so trash he can't even coach in the G League.
I would take a G League coach right now.
Bro, hold up. I would take Jason Terry.
King, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. You can name every coach you can think of right now. You can name a Pee Wee League team coach, bro. I would take him over Kidd right now, bro. Like I said, listen, there were 2 coaches in our franchise history, bro, that didn't pan out. A lot of people thought were bad. Like I said, Quinn Buckner is probably worse than John Clemens because John Clemens only had like 1 head coach stint that's with us when we had Kidd, right? He's the reason why Kidd left. Like Quinn Buckner is probably worse. Quinn Buckner had the 3 J's and couldn't get it to work, right? I'd rather have Quinn Buckner right now than Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's old coach. I'd rather have him right now than Jason Kidd, bro.
Wow. Thomas says there's a stat that says if Luka shoots 9 or fewer threes, we win. And if he shoots more than 9, we tend to lose. He has got to stop playing hero ball.
I agree, Thomas. Like I said, he it was one stretch in the game, man, when we started going ice cold, he shot like 4 step back threes in a row on the right side of the court. In a row. And I'm like, bro, like stop shooting the 3. He was killing him in the paint. I think the reason why too, King, he wasn't going to the paint at that time, he wasn't getting no calls.
I got
so,
you.
But yeah, he got the step back threes be killing me sometimes, man. It takes the team out of a rhythm.
You better find a way to score. Noah says if we miss the playoffs again, or even if we get below 500, or if we have to play in the play-in, that's still bad, and J. Kidd would have to get fired, which he already should have been.
Do y'all trust Jason Kidd in a one game takes all tournament?
Nope.
Okay.
Gina Kim said, "Hey fellas, at King, our first move isn't trade Kai, it's boycott games and get attention of the new owners. If we don't buy merch and go to games, they'll be concerned because money ain't being made." I feel you, Gina Kim.
I like Gina, bro. She be speaking facts, bro. And I said that, Gina.
I'm just saying we wasting Kai's prime, man. I'm saying, why do we have him? Like, why do we get him? Why do we bring him here to this toxicity? That
makes no sense.
Yeah. Tommy says they aren't making any significant trades. They just got him, bro, because he was available and he was going through his issues, man. Jason, come on, Cuban, man, you trash. Thomas says they aren't making any significant trades this season, boys. They're trying to hold on to that first so they can package 3 in the summer for 1. Last big swing in the Luka era.
And so I've told y'all, man. I don't think a trade's gonna help. I really don't. And I said I'm not just saying it because I'm mad at what the outcomes is happening right now. I really don't believe that the trade's gonna help. We traded last year, and what that do? Yeah. You got to get rid of Kidd, man. He's the issue.
Noah says I told TGK this, but it's said that the Bucks fired their coach even when they are 2nd seed, and we are the 8th seed, and we still have our dumbass egghead ass Casper looking head ass coach.
And you know what, Noah? Even if they didn't sign Doc Rivers or whatever, they still had an assistant in Joe Prunty sitting right behind them.
Yep.
That can carry the team until they got an actual head coach. I don't know why we didn't go get Joe Prunty, bro. I know why we didn't get him, but you know.
Yep. Tommy says, beside this absolute hot mess TCJ meltdown, I noticed with JB last game and Booker this game, they get away with a ton of push-offs to get their shots. Oh, well.
Yeah, I was tripping out when Nurkic literally pushed the dude, then stared him down, no tick. But when what's-the-name got mad about it, he got a tick.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
Yo, Nurkic, what does Nurkic do, man?
Exactly.
Gina Kim said, I hope this game will make y'all switch to We Talk NBA for a while. We getting embarrassed and just letting it happen. And Cuban was sitting there watching it, but watch him not do anything.
I don't watch enough other teams, Gina, to talk about the NBA.
Noah says, I wonder what Jason Kidd said in his post game. I don't even watch them anymore. They're only 1 minute and 20 seconds long anyway, and it's always the same questions.
Yep. Like I said, Noah, I'm guaranteeing you if this man was in LA or New York, they'd be cooking him right now.
Noah says, I wasn't even upset that Grant got ejected. I didn't want to see his face. I was like, bye, Felicia.
Yeah, I wasn't mad either. I was just mad at the fact that it's like you called that, but you didn't. You just called was called a check on him early in the game for standing over Kevin Durant. But this dude pushed the guy and stood over him, and you didn't call the tick. Makes sense to me. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry, King. Go ahead.
Gina Kim said, "I'm happy Tim back on trashing us. We need more media attention on the Mavs so Cuban can feel some type of way. Luka kicking that fan out was soft to me."
Yeah. I didn't hear the questions that Tim asked. So if anybody can tag us in some like his post his questions or whatever, do that for us on Twitter so I can see what he asked, because I know for a fact other people not asking these questions, man.
Thomas said Hardy is better than Tim, even with his poor handle, point blank period. He at least isn't a dumb player, and he's only a year two. I'd rather see DP out there than Tim. I've been trying to say that, man. Like, if you've got a question, if you can argue that two guys are close enough to each other, and one's in year 2 and one's in year 10, why are we fighting for the guy in year 10? Noah says, why are people so mad at the Bucks for hiring Doc Rivers? I would take Doc Rivers in a heartbeat over Kid right now. At least I know that we would be in the 3-1 lead, and he would have Luka. Yeah, I'll take him over the Kid right now.
You might not be wrong, Noah.
Latte, he's a Glue member. He says, I don't know, man. This is so terrible. Luka needs to control his attitude. We play like trash. Trade needs to happen ASAP. I'm sorry. Kyrie might have to move too.
To be honest with y'all, I don't care what happens now. I really don't.
Yeah. It's just trash, so it don't matter.
If anybody, like I said, if anything happens, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do something. Thomas said, I canceled Bally's today because I doubt I watch much more of this team. I watched the 13 WFAA games, but not paying for this bullcoin. We could have had Mosley. God dang it. Yeah.
Done. Good night, everybody. I've said that. I said the exact same thing, man. I said the exact same thing. Shout out, I gotta do it. I gotta call out Will and Jay. We had the show. We talked about that. I said we should have kept Mosley. We should have kept Mosley. I've been saying that, bro. They didn't even interview this guy, bro. You had him in your franchise for 8 years. You didn't even interview the guy.
Yep. Noah says if Jason Kidd leaves, we would be so much better. Every organization that Jason Kidd has gotten fired from, they've gotten better. Jason Kidd is a white Darvin Ham. He said white. They both black, Noah, and I would take him over Kidd.
I need that laugh. Appreciate it.
Gina Kemp's the only reason why fans should be kicked out is if they bring up players' families and personal life. Saying a player is tired and they should get on the treadmill isn't enough to get them tossed.
Yeah, no, we agree, Gina.
I definitely agree, Gina.
I don't understand why he did that, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope it's more than that. Noah says, I don't feel sorry for the Mavs fans that went to the game either. It's their decision to keep on spending their hard-earned money on this trash. I know I'm not. Feel you.
No, like I said, Noah, I think me and TGK both said this. We told King this. This city is different, man. I always used to talk about when Ben and Skin used to always call the crowd here in Dallas, the fans, at Maverick games especially, they call them the wine and cheese crowd. He's always calling that for a reason, bro. Like, a lot of these people go here just to mingle and, socialize, and they got suits on, women in there wearing dresses. Like, you go to a Cowboy game, everybody's decked out in Cowboy gear. You go to a Texas Ranger game, everybody's decked out in Texas Ranger gear. The Mavericks are the only franchise, bro, where everybody just goes there, just kind of mingle and hang out, and it's the whole atmosphere. That's why it don't feel like a home court advantage when we play there. I miss the days of the Reunion Rowdies, bro. Like, it used to be loud in there, like a college atmosphere in Reunion Arena. We don't get that here, man. He used to always tell y'all, man, the real fans sit up top. That's where the real fans sit at.
Let's see. Steven says, at this point, Kid just wants to lose. 2 games without Dwight, Jimmy Powell. I know, Steve.
Now, all of a sudden, they're talking about him doing, what was it, eye socket or whatever.
Yeah. He got hit in the face too many times. Kareem McGloyard member, he said, hey, fellas, we suck. We have no offensive scheme, always driving kick to the corner for a wide open brick. Teams picked up on it. They're starting to steal it more, and D up easier, new coach. Yeah. Avance, a Glowyard member, he said, Booker alone outscored the entire Mavs team in the third quarter, 22-20. Ben's a Glowyard member. We already said it, but please, he says, please, can we help build a constructive effort online to get a movement to get Kid out of Dallas? I've had enough. I am feeling exhausted with watching these performances.
And Ben got to be up, and he up early watching these.
Thank you, Ben. Jana says, I agree with Richard on Playback. I was thought the same that Cuban is rubbing off on Luka. I said earlier on Playback he's becoming soft. Luka was used to physicality, but now he complains for calls. TGK TV, he's the unofficial official host of the Mavs pregame show. He says, well, I felt this was coming. All pregame show, and the performance that was shown was even worse than I imagined. Obviously, I hope they'd win, but yikes, this was horrible. Worst Luka era L. No free bingo space anymore.
We are the free bingo space.
Ben says Devin Booker greater than Jason Tatum. I had to think about that for a second when he said in Playback, man, Devin Booker might be better than Jason Tatum, man. I've been trying to tell you, Dave, but I done told you if you take Jason. So think about it. You take Jason Tatum off of Boston and you put Devin Booker at the 2 with Jaylen Brown at the 3 and all. You don't think it'd
be the same outcome?
I think they might be better, man.
I mean, as far as like it wouldn't be a fall.
No, they wouldn't be worse. It wouldn't be a fall off. No,
it would not be a fall off.
Noah says, I haven't even been in my Mavs man cave in the last few days because I'm so disappointed in this team. And I haven't even been watching them. I didn't watch this game or the Celtics game. Thanks for the Playback. No problem, Noah. Thank you. What up, VP says, are we stuck with Kidd as a coach?
I hope not, VP, man. I hope not.
Johnny B also says last year's Mavs team without Dinwiddie, Brunson, DFS, and those guys are
with
better.
With them.
Oh, I'm sorry, with Dinwiddie, Brunson, DFS, and those guys are better than this year's team. This team will not make it out of the first round of the playoffs. Hell, they may not get out of the play-in.
Might not even make it to the play-in, Johnny.
Yeah. I don't even know if they better. I just think Jason Kidd got lucky, it seemed like. Thomas said, would y'all trade Luka right now for Embiid and Maxey straight up, trying to light these fires, LOL, get everybody in trouble? Nah, I still wouldn't trade. I want to fire a Kidd, Thomas.
You saw what getting a new coach did for Embiid.
Yeah, I want to try to fix the ways before it's too late. I don't want to give up on Luka now because he's too talented, and I still believe, since probably was the first one yelling this, even when it was unpopular, to say I think he's gonna be the greatest. I think he is the greatest offensive player of all time, but I can't let that go. So no, I wouldn't trade him, and plus he's younger.
And two, the team, not just Embiid. Look at how Philadelphia's playing now as a team.
Yeah. Embiid. They play Maxey over Embiid, and not that Maxey if he came to Dallas. Pascal, go y'all. Remember, he said, "Sup, y'all." Foremost, I want to apologize for derailing Playback. You didn't derail it. You're fine. In my opinion, here in Luka, there is more to the story than Tim posted. That's why he was so mad. Tim does the team dirty for better or worse. I got to see, but
yeah, y'all gotta somebody tag us in whatever's going on. I didn't know he posted or said anything or whatever. So
he said it makes my skin even thinner when all of his fans with local media are talking about this and not the performance of Kidd and the coaching staff. This team doesn't look ready anymore.
That's what I said, Pascal. That's what I said, bro. Like I said, I'm not saying Luka is excused from blame or anything. But when we point more, I see way more fans blaming Luka and not enough on blaming the guy who's putting this team together.
Yep.
Is Luka the one who's saying, you know what? Put Grant Williams at the 5 and put 4 guards around him when this guy is one of the worst rebounders on our team. He's sucking that defense with your paws and can't hit a wide open. Bro, Luka hit him for a wide open layup in the middle of the lane, and this dude lost the ball, bro. I said, I'm done.
Yep.
I
told you every game he gets stripped at least once.
Just
trying to make a move.
Man.
Noah says, I'm sorry for Kyrie stands, but I would not break glass if we trade Kyrie. I would be happy because we would get a lot in return for him. I love Kyrie, but trade him, and P.S. Trae Young greater than Joel Embiid.
I don't agree with that. But that's why you shooting shots like that.
We were talking to Playback, me and Richard, and I said about why we bring Kyrie here, this toxicity and all that. We shouldn't have brought him here and all that. You think we stuck with Kyrie either way?
Technically, you're really not. If you like I said, if he was if we had a GM, a competent GM, we're not stuck with him. He has trade value, right?
Who we trade him to?
I mean, just anybody who want to take him or whatever, right? Try to get something back in return. But the question is, would they trade him? I don't think they would. I really feel like they think they owe it to him to keep him. You know what I'm saying?
They might do that, but I'm just saying if we did think to, I'm not even saying trade Kyrie. if we thought to trade Kyrie, the Lakers obviously wanted him, and the Lakers don't have nothing to give to us. But if we trade him to him, we're getting nothing back in return. Can we really trade him anywhere else?
If they want him, yeah.
I'm saying, do you think somebody else would take Kyrie from us? That's what I'm asking. Who else would take Kyrie from us?
Probably like a Miami or somebody like that. Maybe like a San Antonio.
Maybe San Antonio might take him. Maybe. I don't know. We had to see. Richard says, like I said, he's a Glow Yard member as well. He said, like I said, I enjoy our community way more than the Mavs right now. Maybe it's time for We Talk NBA. LOL, just joking. I feel you, Richard.
Yeah, like I said, man, I would, but I don't watch enough other.
Yeah.
The only content I watch as far as other NBA content is like other teams, people like us. That's the only way I get my know-how of NBA. I don't watch it myself to give definitive answers or anything. So.
Ray says he's a Glow Yard gang member. He says, based on Empire Jeff, he said, now I really think he is trying to sabotage Luka and Kyrie's career so they won't surpass him all time.
Sir. Yeah.
Gina Kim said, I don't like blaming refs, but that they were tripping. The Grant ejection was BS because Nurkic had flexed on him. If they won't call that, then they shouldn't have called the DJJ flex after his dunk.
Yeah, that was weak, bro. That's why I was saying, like, you called it on Grant and then you called it on DJJ, but this dude, the referee, literally standing right there by him and looking at him do it the whole time. Then when Grant comes to him and starts fussing at him, then he turns around and it was like, man, you literally looking at the play. You just see the guy do the same thing. You checked him up earlier for that same play,
bro. Nurkic got you 2 flopping calls, 2 flop texts in this game, man. I just want to say that brother need help. Noah said, watching the Mavs now is like when I watch Captain Marvel. It's just ass juice. Man. And I'm not a sexist, so female chill. You don't got to say it, Noah. You shouldn't have said it. That made you sound like it.
Now it make it sound like you won, man.
You said you didn't like it. Pascal, I'm just joking, though. I'm just joking. Pascal said, where did that first half energy go? I put that on the coaches and a bit on Luka. Bro is getting frustrated. I sympathize, but he does need to step up and be the big dog or the dog. Pause. Yes.
Yeah, he gets taken out the game too easily, man.
Yeah, that's coaching, man. That's what I'm saying. He's going down a path that's not good, and somebody got to pull him out. Jenny Kim said, "I hope
we should have got Jeff Van Gundy."
That's what I'm saying.
I wonder who decision that was not to get him.
That's what I was saying before. Get it, Jeff. Remember, he decided he didn't want to be part of the team.
He probably knew something.
That's what I was saying. That's what I keep saying. You cannot go against Mark Cuban and what Mark Cuban's decisions are. We coddle to Luka Doncic right now. That's what our organization does. He's never had to get the organization. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, he got what he was given. He's been given the team since the first half or the second half of his rookie year.
Yeah, second half, yeah.
He's never had to, like, become that dude. He was just given the team. So, like, Jeff Van Gundy would be a guy to get him straight and all, say, hey, you need to chill for a second. Let me sit you for a minute. That, like, Cat thing and all. Like, Cat got set in the fourth quarter and all. Like, you feel like, because even though he had 62 or whatever, he was hurting the team. Like, come here and sit down for a second. You cannot do that. And Jeff Van Gundy wasn't going to be here, not able to coach. So I don't think he should.
You know, Jeff is outspoken. So
yeah. Gina Kim said, I hope Tim continues to post negative-ish. He's starting to do his job again. Someone has to be the bad guy, and Tim has always annoyed us fans. Regardless, if he was in the wrong, he did his thing. Pascal says, kid is staying. We need trades. We need help defense. We need a real second big. Maxey did all right, but it's not enough. We need inside scorers / spacers and not shooters. Kai and Luka are our shooters. We need a new coach.
Yep, I've been saying that, Pascal. We need a coach, but yeah, I've been saying we need some production at the 4. We need some kind of production at that position. We don't get nothing. We are too perimeter oriented, man. Like I said, if Luka, Kyrie, and Tim Hardway ain't hitting these shots, then we in trouble.
I mean, Lively got a decent inside game. They don't even go to it. Pause.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to go to him when your coach want to sit him out in fourth quarters and put Grant Williams at the 5.
That's why I don't trust whoever. We don't need a 4 or 5. We need Jason Kidd gone. Without Jason Kidd gone, nothing will help.
Nope. That's what I've been saying.
Richard says, my biggest BITCH is not knowing what the plan or goal is. Just want answers. Why does it have to be this hard to be a fan? Hey, Richard. I found out. I'm gonna let you know, but go ahead, bro.
No, you know what's funny, Richard? You saying that they act like they the Lakers.
Yep.
They act like they Boston.
Yep.
And that's the part that's frustrating. Like y'all not this historical franchise, bro. Like when we asking you questions, we really want answers because y'all doing some of the stupidest stuff we've ever seen in our lives. Stuff that we know other franchises who are historical, even the up and coming franchise like the Denver Nuggets or something like that, don't make stupid decisions like y'all making. But then we ask y'all, then we're toxic for asking you. Pascal with the $5 dono, he's a Glow Yard member. He says, y'all amazing. King and Relle, Glow Yard, TGK. Tim made me mad tonight, focusing on Ish rather than kids, X's and O's. Maybe Luka needed to slap Gundy.
Needed that slap Gundy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, man, if somebody could just tag us in what happened, because I don't know what happened. I don't know what he said. But it sounded like to me, if he attacking Luka and not saying nothing to Jason Kidd, man, it sounds like he's scared of Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason Kidd called him out. Now Luka doing it now. Luka was giving him little shots before, and Jason Kidd basically was the guy that they sent back, the Markieff Morris. But now I guess Luka tired of it as well now. So he man, I gotta see the interview. Steve says, I think the Mavs need to look at the future of this team starting now. Luka is gone, so don't let him LeBron us trade him before his contract is up because he's gone, no doubt. Noah says THJ is not even tradable now. Nobody wants him. Wonder why. I wouldn't want him. I would take his dad out of retirement than THJ. I want that jersey. I want to see if I can find that jersey, that Tim Hardway Sr. Mav jersey.
You might have to make that jersey.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Pascal also says, Gina Kim, it's hard for me to agree in the moment, but with other prominent podcasts and media members not willing to do it, I agree. If it's about coaching, rotations, etc., not hecklers. Daniel said, once again, I'm asking the Mavericks to make a trade to even be considered legit threats to even make the playoffs because this roster around Luka and Kyrie is not it for me. I need Kuz and DJ.
So why ain't nobody mentioning the fact that Kidd might have just lost the team? We got blown out 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna bring that up.
And we're getting healthier.
We're getting healthier and we're getting blown out.
Yeah. It don't even look good to have Derek Lively out there no more. It's just I hope he's losing the team. How about I say that? I told you that'll help with Luka and all that. I hope he's losing it.
This front office gotta
another year, bro.
Gotta look at things objectively, bro. Like that's the part. Like, I know he your best friend, he's part of the franchise, blah blah blah. Like, bro, you gotta look at it objectively, bro. Like, you see that he's losing the team. It's like you're in a downtrend from the first season to now. It's not getting better. You made trades, you signed people, and it's getting worse each year. Like, that's what I want them to look at, man. Like, don't use the excuse of, well, we're just not healthy. Like, no.
Noah says we should be more focused about getting rid of Jason Kidd than trades because I still think we ain't that bad. We still need pieces, but we ain't this bad. I don't care what no one says. We was good with Rick. Noah, the Rick part, I don't know. I got to sleep on it still because Rick was kind of, I think the transition helped him as well as far as leaving. But Jason Kidd, yeah, man, I don't think we this bad. I've told y'all that before. I don't think the team is this bad. I think it's Jason Kidd, man. Johnny B says, I've made $50 in 2 days betting against the Mavs, 2-0 in bets. I'm going for 3-0. I'm sure I'll find some Mavs loving sucker who want to use their heart instead of their brain and lose some money. Yeah, I told you I'm not betting on the Mavs right now. Steve says, OMG, Tim Hardaway's shot IQ is horrendous. This dude, him and Grant Williams has to go ASAP. Oh, yeah, and take DP with y'all. I don't understand how the Detroit Pistons play harder than the Mavs do. Noah says, this team is so trash right now that I've been watching the Golden Girls over. That's my show. Mavs game, and it's a go show. Yes, Noah. The theme song is Aux Code Worthy, RIP Betty White. RIP to all Golden Girls. But yeah, I love Golden Girls, man. I didn't watch it when it was out originally, but when it was syndicated.
My mom watched it.
Oh my God, I put Queen onto it, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, they like raunchy and all." Yeah. I love the Golden Girls, man.
Do you watch Robot Chicken?
Yep.
They had you see that one episode they had on there? The guy was like, check please. They kept like talking raunchy behind him in the booth. I'm gonna need that check. He was trying to get out of there.
I got on the Golden Girls later. What Frasier? Boy, I haven't seen the new Frasier because people say I don't want to watch it. I'm not watching it. I'm like, people like, don't watch it because they don't got the same characters and all that. But the old Frasier, I didn't watch it when it was originally on, but I watched it as. I was like,
tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
Yep, tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Sung the song the Queen as well. She's like, what is he talking about? I was like, tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Gina Kim said, I see so many say fire Kid now. It really took this long for them to realize Kid is a bad coach, even after last year, but most are on the train, even slightly with the same conclusion. I'm glad people said it. Steve said, if I'm Dallas, let's trade Kyrie for Cade Duran and Stewart. I don't think Detroit doing that one. Noah says Jason Kidd still think he's the smartest man in the room. Jason Kidd was probably this kid in school that cheated on the test and still got a failing grade. That's how much of a dumbass he is. Gee. Oh, man. Noah says the Mavs, a.k.a. Mark Cuban, extended Maxi Kleber for 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. That was a great business decision. So great.
Yep. I will never forget that day. We got killed for that.
I see you. What's up, Greg? He says,
what up, Greg?
I know it's really hell over there. He said, I have a problem now after the game, a huge one. Are we going to talk about Luka, Tim beef, or anything else? Media will go all over that conversation now. How about ejection of Williams? Totally. There you go, Greg. So we talk about they talk about Luka and they're gonna put it all. It's this toxic relationship. He's going to get all of this attention and all of these slugs because of him being on this team. I'm about ready to.
I really gotta see this interview, man. Everybody talking about, because we do these post games. We don't see a lot of this stuff, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have time. We're trying to set this stuff up, so we don't really get to see a lot of this. Somebody need to tag us in that interview, man, so I can see what's going on. Cause
yep. Pascal said here for relevant. Matt said, I don't know what to say at this point. Not going to waste my time typing the same stuff. I hope you guys remember what I've been saying for the past shows. Mavs are finished. Good night. I feel you, Matt. That's how it is. What up, GD? He said, what up, lads? Been a minute. Hope you're doing good. All things considered. Yeah. Other than the Mavs, man, I'm great. Thank you. Pascal said, I didn't think that. I understood what people were saying. Just man in the moment like any fan. All y'all have been great. I'm good with it. No problem, Pascal. Thank you.
No, you good, Pascal. You good, man. We all going through it right now with this team, man. It make you do some crazy stuff, bro.
I told y'all it's just barbershop talk. We can yell, scream, disagree, and all of it. As long as we don't disrespect each other, we all fine, though, man. It's all love. Noah says, I think Luka was just frustrated. He was losing. His team was losing, and I think the fans should have said that. That's my opinion. But Luka shouldn't have got him thrown out, but still. Yeah, I'm not one to be like down there in front of players cursing at him and stuff like that. But I was behind the Wizards bench before and telling KP, hey, KP, give us 50, man. Come on, do something. Like, you can say that it's fandom as long as you don't disrespect. I feel like as long as you don't touch and talk about people's families, their like slurs, things like that. Like, you can, if we talk about the game, Reggie Miller done talked about Luka being out of shape. Jason Kidd, Luka done talked about it before, as far as that he think he in better shape and all that, and the stuff he's done. Like, when it's ladies on the sideline, every time LeBron, they go crybaby and all that, like, they shouldn't get thrown out because they're saying he's a crybaby. When Luka, the guy behind him, was going at him in the Memphis game, Luka Gator got a tell. That's basically saying the guy was a crybaby. Luka was telling him, like, it's just heckling. Like, it is what it is. I don't think if what was said was all that was said, then I think it's kind of soft. It just is what it is. I'm not going to go out on Luka and say he's the worst person in the world and all, but I think that was kind of soft. If it was what it was. GD said, I really need J-Kid gone, but I worry about how much Luka and Kyrie love him. We got to do what we got to do, but it's going to piss Luka and Kyrie off.
That's what I was saying, GD. That's what I was saying. I say you might have to take that decision make that decision and take it out of their hands, man. You might have to, because I know people keep saying, look what Giannis and Dame did. If Luka and Kyrie are not going to do it, you might have to make it for them. Explain to them, like, yo, it's not going in the direction we wanted it to go in. So
who? Nico can't. Who? Mark Cuban?
Somebody need to, man.
Luka and them got to.
Somebody, like I said, if they're not going to do it, they're going to have to. You got to make the decision for them. Like, yo, listen, we're trying to do this for the betterment of the team, Luka and Kyrie. Like I just said a minute ago, you're going downhill. We got to change it up, man. It's not working. Like, you got to explain that to him. I know Kyrie's smart enough. He's been through coaching changes before. That's
what I was going to say. At this point, I know Kai done lost, like Steve Nash and all that. I wouldn't mind Kai stepping up and saying it. I wouldn't even be mad, bro. Like, if they came out and said Kai just was saying we need to change and he's been about this, I wouldn't be mad. They can call him a coach killer, whatever they want to. I think he did the right. He would do the right thing.
Yeah, I really don't care about that either, bro. People gonna say that they won't. So
Pascal said, "King with the real talk. No more laughing at any team until ours get figured out." Yeah, Pascal. Matt said, "This organization is trash. I hope you guys are having fun repeating the same stuff. All I gotta say is fire a kid repeatedly. Yes.
Yep. It's literally rinse and repeat, Matt.
Hey,
literally rinse and repeat.
Gina Kim, a glow y'all member now. Hey, Gina Kim, welcome.
They got Gina Kim on the membership.
Yeah, got one of them gifts.
Oh, she do got it. What's her name?
Johnny B said Cuban said he divorced his wife before he let Luka leave. Then he sold the team. It's an show in Dallas, and Luka is going to lose here and get paid for a few more years. Then he's leaving.
You know what, Johnny? You finally said something that made some sense.
Yep.
I didn't think about that. You're right.
I told y'all the next contract is that's it. Once we get there and he signs that, I'm completely worried.
Mark Cuban made that comment and now he gone.
Yep. And then he left his team. Yeah.
I told you before, man. Like I said, I was when I was a kid, I was upset we traded Jason Kidd. And I made it after that. Dirk retired, and I made it after that. We lose Luka, I'll make it again, bro. Like I've been here through the ups and the downs, bro. If Luka decides to leave, I'm not gonna be mad at Luka, bro.
No,
I know fans will be, but I'm not.
I don't know why. Absolutely not. But if he does leave, I just hope they build the team right, bro. Like, just if you got to start it over, you have to start it over right. You feel me? Like
you hope they build the team right.
You got to OKC it. You feel me? Like you gotta. It has to work, man. Like I hope we don't get that.
I'm tell you, like I always tell you, you're thinking logically.
Yeah, I know.
You need to think Mavericky is my word. Mavericky.
Matt says, I know we're true Mavs fans, but I feel like we should only do shows when we are winning at this point. These losses now are making it so negative and down. It's not fun to talk about. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
GD says the refusal to call a timeout to stop a run is horrible, but it gets worse when you remember when he explained why. It's because he doesn't want to hurt players' feelings. Gina Kim said, I love hating on the Suns, but I still have respect for them and other teams. They're on a winning streak and figure things out. They want to win. Same with the Clippers. Shout out to their front offices. Yes.
Yeah.
Greg said, guys, I adore you. Both of you are on point. Appreciate you, Greg. Always watch your stuff, man.
Where would I get you back on?
Back on here, Greg, man. A real one.
I know it's like mad early over there right now. I know.
Kid setting him up for failure, Greg, man. Kid is setting Luka up for failure. I would be angry. Just take your anger out on the right person. That's all we want everybody. We want everybody to come together. The Luka stands, the Kai stands, the Mav stands, everybody and point at Jason Kidd. We're all fighting each other when it's the wrong guy that we're looking at. That's how I feel. Matt says Kidd will be fired by tomorrow. Watch. If Luka wants Kidd out, they will listen to him. Go hire another Greek. Man, I told y'all. If I get that Rose bomb, we having parties in the street live.
I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all. If we were to hear anything about him getting fired or whatever, bro, we having a show.
Emergency pod.
Noah with the $4.99 dono says Luka said the fans was cussing him out the whole first half, and then when the fan said to Luka about the treadmill, he had enough and wanted him ejected. Oh, yeah, that's.
I need more than that, Luka, because that don't.
Yeah, the math ain't mathing, my guy.
Yeah,
you didn't hear worse than that, and you heard worse than that in Phoenix. And you was cooking the fans in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like you just said, channel that anger, man, towards something else.
Yeah, I think he was just mad, bro. Like this is one of the games where he was purely embarrassed, and this was supposed to be his team. You know, the team he handles, and it's like he got embarrassed. Devin Booker was going to go for 50. If Jason Kidd didn't pull Luka, Devin Booker was going for 50 tonight. It was going to happen. Malcolm says, out of the top 12 teams in the Western Conference, who has a worse coaching staff than the Mavericks? None.
Yes.
Daniel says, I want to vent also, but I also came to realize that Mark Cuban is the one that will run down Luka's career, and that's so hard to watch. I love this Mavs team, but I need to see change.
Amen, Daniel. Amen.
man.
We got lucky getting Luka right after Dirk.
Yep. Noah says the Mavs got a top 5 player on Luka Doncic, and it seems like they don't want him to succeed. The Celtics have built around Tatum, the Grizzlies built around Ja, and even the Pels have built around Zion. Yes.
Yep, that's what I said, Noah. That's what I said.
Thomas says, "Rel, I need that hat, fam." Is that leather? Was that?
No, it's not leather.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say, is that blue leather?
Go to was it True Brand? Matter of fact, we follow him on Twitter. You can follow him on Twitter, man. He always got like giveaways and stuff. And like I said, they a local company here in Dallas and get sponsored by all the major sports teams here in Dallas. They got a clean Texas Ranger one I didn't get to, man. I tweeted them and asked them what they gonna read.
Are you saying you saying they should sponsor the show?
Man, they get sponsored by major people like Dak Prescott and all them guys.
Oh, you said
I thought about that too until that they started. He really got big, bro.
I mean, you never know, yo. You can get his. What Kobe said? You miss every shot. I told TGK the same thing. I might have to talk to him, bro. Let me. You said we follow him? Huh.
Yeah, we follow him.
Okay, you miss every shot you don't take, man. Mamba mentality. Rest in peace. Richard says, Rel, don't forget pets. They're like kids. LOL.
Yeah, your pets. Bad, man.
We got an old cat, so she's not bad at all. She sit around, sleeping, and go eat. Daniel said, if Luka wanted Kyle Kuzma and Daniel Gafford on his Mavs team, then he needs to speak up to Nico and say, I want them on my team right now. Either get them for me or I'm demanding out. Yes.
But at the same time, Daniel, if we don't have what Washington want in return, like he say they want 2 first-round picks, we don't have 2 first-round picks to give them, so it's going to be a little hard.
You better swap every other pick and trade or whatever.
Right.
Gina Kiv says they can slander Giannis all they want. He wants to win. This man said he wouldn't resign until they got him someone to win with. They got Dame. Now they fired their coach and gets another winners. Yep.
And not just him, Gina, like I said. Remember, he did the same thing with when they got Drew Holiday.
Yep.
And then what that lead to? A championship. Like I said, like you said, he wants to win.
Noah says, and Rel, amen about the lockdown Mavs and the slightly biased comments. They get paid from the Mavs. I never see no emotion from them, and I've stopped watching them a long time ago.
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm not trying to throw no slugs at nobody or tell people who to watch and all that stuff, man. But like, we're fans on this channel, man. Like, y'all see how we are. If the Mavs lose, we don't want to talk about nothing. Like these are the same people that tell you to get over it if they lose, right? Like, why are you mad because they lost? Like TGK was saying today, like they question you for being a passionate fan. That's what fandom is. Fandom is short for fanatic. That's what fans do. So that's what I meant, man. It's like we listen to people, man, who don't give a damn if this team wins or lose, as long as they get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't get paid by the Mavericks.
I know.
We do this at the kindness of our heart.
They don't want to pay us. We like Tim McMahon. No. Matt said, I know this is the best Mavs channel on the planet, but do you guys agree that it's brain damage to watch these games? I'm taking a break from the Mavs for 2 weeks. I'll see you guys later. What you got to do, man?
Matt, you speaking facts today, man. I can't argue with you today. I've got another.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
From the same guy.
Click it again. I'm sorry.
Pascal with a $2 donut. He's a glow yard. I think I said glow yard member already. He says, say it with me, MFFLs. Fire Kid now, hire Griffin.
I'm not against it.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, he had the Bucks at number 2.
You said 13 and 30? I mean 30 and 13, anyway?
Yep. Pascal said, I think some media members can't separate Kid, the Hall of Famer, versus Kid, the abysmal coach.
Yep, I learned that last year, Pascal. Well, no, you know what? I take that back. I'm starting to blend them together. I said that before. Like I said, I wanted a Jason Kidd throwback jersey. I didn't get it. I was about to buy Jason Kidd sneakers a couple weeks ago. And my wife kind of talked me out of it. And she's like, yeah, you don't even like Jason Kidd. Like, you right. I'm not buying this shit.
He said, no, I'm not going to wear those.
I'm not getting them.
Nancy says, I don't know how anybody can say at this point that coaching is not the problem. And then the problem for a while. Yep. Bob says, would y'all take Mike Budenholzer? Yes.
Yes, Mike. I mean, Bob, yes.
Daniel says, J. Kidd is not the head coach who is going to give the players tough love and not getting after it on the sidelines. He reminds me of Jason Garrett from the Cowboys 8 years ago, just clapping. Yep, that's that excellent comparison to Jerry Jones and Mark Cuban of getting guys they want to be sitting there. Even though you like this head coach doesn't work. Why are you doing this? Why is he here? Because he's my yes guy.
Keep him for 8 years. What did the Cowboys just do? keeping Mike McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
This is why.
Man, I heard they could have got Bill Belichick. And they said they want to keep Mike McCarthy. That's wild. Noah says when Kyrie is out for a game and Luka is playing and he gets subbed out, there is no offense whatsoever. Did we even score when Luka subbed out late in the third?
No, we didn't.
Nope.
Matter of fact, I kept track of that, Noah. I remember Tim Hardway got an and one in one of the possessions that Luka wasn't in the game.
Yep, that wild layup, and that was like it.
That was it. Like I said, that's probably your second option whenever Tim's not in there. I mean, Kyrie's not there. So, like, bro, like you said, I said that while I was watching the game. You know what? Phoenix ended up doing? Doubling the hell out of Luka.
Yep.
What you supposed to do? Oh, wait, Luka cooking his one-on-one? No. You look on that court. Who else out here finna kill us? Nobody. Double triple team. Luka get the ball out of his hands.
Yep.
I'd rather live with Tim Hardaway killing us.
Yep.
Than Luka. So yeah.
Jenna Kim said I would take Rivers right now. Hell, I'll take Darvin Ham. At least he can make adjustments. It might take a while, but he'll still adjust. We'll take anyone over Kid. Yeesh. The last one says, y'all speaking facts. Appreciate you, last one.
Appreciate you.
Noah says, I'm tired of Mark Cuban going on podcasts talking about the success of Dallas Mavericks. Like, what success? We missed the playoffs last year, and we only won finals championship with Dirk in his prime. Hey, Noah. This is a shot to the Lucas stands that don't like Kai, the ones that don't like Kai. Didn't Mark Cuban say on the show that Kyrie know when to stand in the corner and be a decoy and all that and shoot shots? Didn't Mark Cuban literally say that?
Yes, he did.
So how can you get mad at Kyrie when he does it when your owner told you before the season started that Kyrie knows when to go do that and that he should be doing that? All right.
That further tells me why that he enabled Jason Kidd. Because what you just said, that's stupid, bro.
That's what he said, and people get mad that Kyrie does it at times. And I'm like, well, the owner was on a podcast.
If the owner is okay with that happening with them, then that means he's okay with how Jason Kidd is coaching the team, bro. That's the part that makes me mad, bro.
Yep. Scotty says, are the players giving up on Kidd? Hopefully.
That's what it looked like, Scotty. That's what I just said. You got blown out 3 times.
Yep.
3 times.
Yep.
You had 3 days in between the second blowout.
Yep. But we might have got blew out by Golden State. Daniel said, I'm running out of words to say about this Mavs team right now, and I don't know what else to say other than do better and hope it turns around. But I'm done with J Kidd, and I want him gone like now.
Same.
Jack says, at this rate, the best thing is to miss the playoffs again. At least Kidd will be gone. We don't know.
You know what, Jack? I've been thinking about that.
You say go get another first round pick, let the second round to go to the Knicks.
Yeah, let the second round go to the Knicks,
and then use the rest of the pieces to go get somebody serious in the offseason.
Hey, if you're not gonna make a trade, you better make that decision now.
If we knew the light, it'll be different. Just tell it. I want to know something. I just want to know direction. Amount says, other than the Mavs and Cowboys sucking, life pretty good. Yeah, man. Yeah. Gina Kim said, I see fans say Luke and Kyle like Kidd. So who would be the one to get Kidd out of here? They all liking us. Like I said, you got to take that out of their hands then, man. You got to be honest with them and tell them this ain't working. But is the owner and the GM not happy with what he's doing? So Andrew says, Luka a hoe all over my Twitter timeline. Fans of the other teams and media don't see what Cuban and Kidd are doing. That's what I've been trying to tell. And that's why when people be yelling why the media don't show the Mavs and all that, because we are a laughing stock to the media. They don't take us seriously. So why show the Mavericks? I said I'm just keeping it real. Andrew says sad. Y'all not the Cowboys. Andre, that's why there's no heat on Jason Kidd. Yeah, you're not the Cowboys. They're the Mavs. What up, Jeff? Definitely what's good, Jeff? Jeff, y'all, for Laker, NBA, and MLB content. He says, salute my brothers. Salute to you, Jeff. Appreciate you. Salute to Jeff, man. Salute to Jeff. Gina Kim says, that's what I was saying. They'll only pay attention if it messes with their money. But fans are too loyal, so want to see what's happening. Press that don't see that. Don't see that happening, okay. They can at least boo the team and cheer the other.
That's what I was saying, Gene. I'm sitting there watching the game, and they talking about refs, you suck. Should have been saying Jason Kidd, you suck, or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Chris, man. Fire Mark Cuban, man. Tried to start that chant. They tried to get him up out of there, man.
Yep. Remember that got him kicked out. It's your owner. That's what Mark Cuban do. So, I mean, Daniel says, why is it Nico the GM that Cuban hired not talking to the media about these horrible L's and saying we will make a trade to help out this organization? He need to say,
Daniel, he said it before.
Yep.
Like I just said a minute ago. I said earlier in the show. We saw Nico on two different interviews out of his own mouth talk about the needs that we needed on the team. Everything that you've been hearing people screaming about.
Yep.
But the move they made over the offseason did not reflect on what the stuff he was saying over the offseason in those two interviews. Which kind of leads me to believe who really is in charge of making the moves here.
Well, we know. We know. Pascal says, in my opinion, Luka wasn't only mad at Tim tonight. I think Luka says Bucks and started thinking he can put pressure on Cuban. I hope, Pascal. I hope, man. I hope. Daniel said, also, I love watching Luka play the game, but he has to stop griping to the refs and demanding every call. Like, get back on defense and let your play do the talking. Yeah, we already talked about that, but that's a product of your coach. He should be put. Jeff Van Gundy would have been awesome. He wouldn't be doing that.
And that not only that, bro. Mm-hmm. This also goes back to the fact that y'all have never seen Jason Kidd stand up for his team. Never stand up for his players.
Never.
After a while, you see your players getting technical fouls. Step in there and speak up for them.
Yep.
Y'all saw that rant that the Toronto Raptors coach did, right? You saw what's the name? The coach for the Memphis step on the court for his players.
Yep.
We can't get Kidd. Kidd ain't got not one tech. Matter of fact, I think Kidd got one tech in 2 years. No, sorry, 3 years. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, stand up for your team. You want them to go out there and bust their ass for you, but you don't want to do the same for them.
Damn, I thought Jason Kidd was when his number retired, man. Gina Kim said in playback, it was mentioned this might be an experimental year. I didn't want to agree when I first heard that from Nick, but he's right. Just a wasted year for Luka, unfortunately. I mean, if he is right and that's what it is, like I said, I don't understand why we did what we did. And why do we have Kyrie? Like, why aren't we playing the younger guys if it's an experimental year?
Already 31 and we have an experimental year, bro. That makes no sense, bro.
What's changing next year?
His age.
Anything changing on the rest of the team?
Yeah, the way we construct this team, probably not.
Okay.
What they gonna do? Void maxi contract, give him even more money in longer contract?
They're gonna try to draft a wing, I guess, in the draft and try to make him be the savior for next year.
And then don't play him like they're doing Omex.
Yep. Matt said this doesn't feel like the Mavs team. I don't feel the energy. There is no chemistry. I think it's Jason Kidd. He can't coach with his fat hands in his pockets, with his shiny ball head. Yeesh.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I literally looked at one of them plays when the Phoenix was going back down the court. You could see Kidd in the distance, like he said. I just saw him just standing there with his hands in his pockets. I was like, I don't believe this, man. This is why they call them pocket hands.
Yep. Bass is a Glow Yard member. He says, I'm tired of everything. Just reconstruct the roster and fire J Mid. Gina Kim said, at this point, the Mavs are becoming a team of unwanted players, developing youngsters, inconsistent role players, and 2 superstars. This team doesn't deserve to win with their bad energy. Sure. Jeez. I want to read this by Aaron. He didn't put WTM, but he said Jaden Hardy's facial expression is just, why am I here? Jason Kidd is just watching like you and me. Doncic's squad is just getting worse and worse. Dark times ahead.
As a matter of fact, does Jaden Hardy still have the blacked out picture on his what you call, on his Twitter or whatever, or Instagram?
I don't even know, but bruh, y'all like, it's like Slovenia and Dallas would be like sister like, I guess, cities right now or whatever, or I don't guess it can't be that because Slovenia is a whole freaking country, but I guess Ljubljana, but the states would, I say Texas, I should say, but if y'all mess up, they're gonna hate y'all forever in Dallas. They would be like, I hate Dallas, man. Our Golden Child went over there and they just did them dirty, man. Like, they gonna hate y'all. And it's Mark Cuban fault. So Mark Cuban. Well,
Mark Cuban he can just fade into the sunset.
He gonna just back into the tree like your boy Homer Simpson on that meme. This dude, Mark Cuban, is wild, man. He got everybody battling each other. He's starting World War III while he just back off. Bob says Tim Hardway is betting favorite right now for 6-man, and I don't know what they're watching. Bowley's a glow yard member. He said, "Yo, I appreciate you, bros. Agree with you 100%. Nothing much to say besides Relle. Watch your volume. I would hate to see Mrs. Relle come in here with that belt. Didn't I tell you not to be loud?"
Right.
That's how it be sometimes. Sometimes it's needed, Bo.
Yeah. I told him I'm gonna try to keep it down.
Gina Kim said it's hard for me to blame Luka and the roster over Kid. Yeah, players have to execute the play, but it's hard for them to do that when their coach is putting them in a position to fail. That's how I feel, Gina Kim. DV says, "What's happening, fellas? What up?"
What's up?
He said, "I didn't even bother watching today. I saw we was up in the first quarter and somehow ended up in a blowout loss. Typical Mavs. We were up 16.
You know what's funny, bro? Like I said, my boy Fred called me before the show. Even my wife, man, when she was at the gym, she said they had the TVs on at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, when she got home, well, I was sitting there talking to him or whatever. She heard me kind of upset about it. And she was like, I thought they were up by 1 or whatever. I said, yeah, they were up by 1 at halftime. I told him the same thing. He said, because he works at night. So he was like, bro, I was up a little bit and I saw the score and I kind of closed my eyes again. And he said he woke up a little bit later. And he said he saw that we was losing. He's like, bro, I thought we was up by 1. I said, bro, that's what I said too. I said, yes, they were up by 1 at halftime. It was up by 1. And you know what, King? I told my wife this. I said, I'm not going to lie to you. I honestly, something told me we were going to lose this game. I don't. It was something. I was like, no, they got this. You know what I'm saying? They got to change some things up, blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole, the same old stuff or whatever. But something deep down inside told me we was going to lose this game at the halftime, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I knew we was going to lose this game last episode. But what's the name? I remember K was in playback, and you know K Choice always positive about the match. He's like, "No, we going to win." Yeah. At some point, he said, "We're gonna lose this game." And it was like, I think it was the third quarter. I was like, "Damn, K, if you saying we're gonna lose, then, geez, man." Like,
I'm tell you now, if K Choice or Bowley, turn over to the dark side, then y'all know it's over.
It's over.
Them guys try to stay positive, man. If they not positive no more, it's a wrap.
Gina Kim says we could have Luka, KD, and Booker, and we still wouldn't win. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how many guys does Jason Kidd need for him to finally coach right?
Steven says we need Wembanyama as our point guard and Hemi Powell at center. That's after Kidd leaves. Jenny Kim said the only positive outcome I can see is making the play-in Cancun in the first round. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. What up, cuz? Glow Yard gang member Red.
What up, bro?
He said, you stated our biggest problem at the start of the show. Soft. That's the problem. Good night. Yep.
Hey, bro, you still want to go to this game?
I wouldn't pay for it. Gina Kim said, Kai said he wouldn't sit because of his injury. Shouldn't be that bad, and he'll have a brace. Yet he gets set out. I don't know if that staff wanting to be cautious, but if Luka plays hurt, then he can too. I have no idea what they do with players and injuries, Gina Kim. Like, no idea. Alex says Mavs are a jump shooting team without the defense to sustain any cold stretch. Offense devolves into please Luka, save us whenever shots aren't falling. Same problems from 5 years ago, organization failure.
Man, Alex, you speaking facts, my guy. You speaking facts.
Gina Kim says I wasn't even that mad at Grant this game. He was low-key cooking, but the refs don't like us being physical.
Bro, they didn't have one foul. They had their first foul a little after 4 minutes in the first quarter, bro.
Yep.
They had 0 foul calls on them, bro. We had like 5. I think it was like at that 8. Time. I think we had like 8. Yeah.
It was like 8. Dez Corded said, "Why Kai not play through injury? Luka always do."
I don't know this. I don't know. Like somebody just said a minute ago. Maybe they told him they wanted to sit him out and be cautious. I don't know.
Gina Kim says, I know Luka has hurt worse, and cussing isn't all that either. So he just had to be frustrated, but that's making him soft. Luka in the EuroLeague was more tougher. Yeah, I think it's just a frustrating game. I think he was embarrassed. Hey,
and they way more vulgar and all that over there in Europe, man. They literally on top of you in Europe. So you're right, Gina. Like, I know you didn't hear words, bro.
It's a gut check.
It probably was just he just frustrated, I guess.
It's a gut check, but the thing is that we got Jason Kidd. Like, I would be like, all right, it's a gut check. You know, use it, turn around, and just next game or whatever. Jason Kidd, bro, he's toxic. He is misery, just standing there with his hands in his pocket. It's misery, and he's brushing off on all the players. The last one says Kyrie to Miami, Kyrie for Dame. I don't know if they trade Kyrie for Dame. Div says, what a joke, coach. He's a Glow Yard member as well. He said, what a joke, coach, we have. What the F are we doing? Cleveland was brutal. Literally one screen for Booker, and he would get a free throw, shot clean every time. Yeah, Booker was on one, though. He was on a heater. Alex says Kyrie is a fantastic player, but he's 31 and injuries are happening more frequently. Mavs have less time than they think they do. They were overly aggressive early in Luka era, and it backfired. Yep. Shouldn't have signed Kristaps Porzingis to that contract, bro. That's gonna always hurt us, man. We had another year. Jana Kim, but didn't want to give JB a contract. Jana Kim says OKC. They have enough picks and young players to trade for Kai, unless they'll be in a 3-team trade with Mavs and other teams for Kai. I don't think they need a Kai, though.
Yeah, they don't need Kai.
Div says, just finished watching the game. The coaching is embarrassing. Even if we make a trade, how are you going to trust Kid to do anything right? This is just trash. Yeah,
that's what I was saying, Div. That's what I've been saying. Like, people keep saying we need a trade. We needed a trade last year, and what they do. It's not the players that we need. It's not the trade that's going to save us, bro. You got to get rid of Jason Kidd. Get the common denominator. You always hear me say, talk about the common denominator.
Yep. Dave says, every time I saw Luka sit on the bench, we literally are trash. These guys are G League players. We had to play him repeatedly, and this trash talent has led to Luka having to do too much.
Yeah.
Alex says, imagine Luka with a coach like Spo and Heat culture with competent team building. DV say teams like Orlando Magic, Miami Heat, Pels, McCollum isn't real PG. Warriors might be desperate enough if New York. Y'all think the Warriors will go for Kyrie, DV? I'm not sure. Div says we literally need a coach to coach Luka and not say give it to Luka every freaking play. This is just brutal. If we don't knock down threes, we literally are trash. Div on one today. Gina Kim said any coach would love this roster and use it to their best abilities. Holmes will be free, Omax will be thriving, and our team will be the 2 to 5 seed. Div says, dude, everyone knew, including the other team, they will eventually stop scoring threes and the game is ours. It's just obvious. Why do we not run plays or do something different? So, Rel, that's my call on the other players. We have young players. Our players like to run. And I'm not even blaming Luka right now. This is, again, when we don't have Luka in the game, you don't have a ball handler that can do something, you can't run because you have no point guard to start the break. So Jason Kidd doesn't put them in positions. If you got players that have already shown they can run with like Kyrie when he's being passive and helping guys get buckets and all, you don't have a point. You have Tim Hardway Jr. running the point. But guys that like to run, a guy that don't even pass.
That's the guy nobody want to trade, remember?
Dave, I already read it. I'm sorry. GD says, can't believe I'm seeing fans side with damn ESPN fraud over our boy. McMahon knew exactly what he was doing by leaving out the fans' behavior in the first half and only posting when LD tossed him. GD, I get everything you're saying. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. If he asked Luka, though, wouldn't Luka say the guy was throwing slurs or talk about my family or something like that? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, why would we get an answer? How do we know that the fan did that? I hear y'all saying that Luka, it must have been the fan doing this, but how do we know that the fan was disrespecting Luka? I would like the proof either way. Somebody innocent is proven guilty. Like, both sides are innocent, aren't they? Div says, who is our defensive coach? Talk about awful strategy. Do we even have real coaches with experience? Everything we do is just awful.
No, Div.
He says, if you can't tell that Kid is not the coach for this team and has lost the team, we are stupid as hell as an organization. How do you not put Lively in the game more? He is young. Play him.
Yeah, Div on it tonight.
Omar says, at this point, how many Grant minutes would you like to see? 0. Yes.
Yes.
Pascal said they are about to blame DP's eye injury. Y'all on to something, shaking my head.
Oh, man. Would it really matter? The kid wasn't playing no more anyway. I don't understand why that happened. So,
Div says, I want Mark Jackson. I want him as a coach of the Mavs.
Yeah, y'all keep naming people off. I'll take any one of the people y'all naming.
Gina Kim said, saw this from a Kai stand. Y'all keep saying fire Kid, who is not a good coach, but Luka got Rick out of here for calling too many plays and putting him in ball moving offense. No, he didn't.
That's
but
go ahead.
I promise a new coach solves nothing if our star doesn't want to change. They're foolish. Don't. That's what I'm saying. People.
People don't. Yeah, but say
thing.
not just casual people don't like Luka. They not.
Like Luka just saying foolish stuff that had nothing to do with that. And you got a guy like Kristaps Porzingis that said he wasn't even playing hard for Luka. Literally said that out loud. Div said, "Players are players. You need to be an organization that allows people in the positions they are in to make decisions. Players don't make coaching changes. Owners / GMs do. Step up and do your job."
Yep, that's what I was saying, Div.
But they're not going to do it because the owner is the owner.
You said Jerry Jones?
Yeah, he's the face of what you don't like. So who can get the owner out of there? Unless the other owners. Noah says Luka said the fan was cussing him out the first half, and he said he just had enough and wanted him ejected. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it be. I just don't feel like that's. I feel like we've seen that before, and Luka's been going back and forth and all that. Like, Div says it's funny to me. Everyone thinks Luka and Kai can't play together, yet Kyrie made sure to tie his contract to Luka's contract. LOL. So they can both dish the team together and pick a new team. They both going to LA. I know Jeff will let it hear that though. They're going to the Clippers. Jada Kim said it's funny when fans blame Luka at times. He's playing well too. What is Luka supposed to do when he's being doubled? They just stand around. If Kai was playing, he'd be the only one cutting fire kid. Div says, to be honest, guys, what exactly can this team trade that someone will want? 2 players, Kyrie and Lively, subtract 2 great players from 2 new ones, and you are in the same spot. Trash prospects, no one will want. Ali says, yo, put Sweeney as head coach. No.
I'm good on that. Did you see that game Sweeney coached, bud? Ooh, no, sir. I'm good.
Greg, you've been up for that game, Greg. I'm sorry, Greg. Says 2 hours after the game, still frustrated, not sure why, because of kid out or Mavs at all. It's getting that way, Greg, man. I'm sorry. Pascal says, yo, Rick kicked a ball defending his Mavs. He got ejected recently for Pacers. Kid says no one died.
Yep, that's what I was saying, Pascal. This man ain't got ejected not one time. Trash.
Tony said hashtag fire kid. Yes. Gina Kim says, read Reg first. He said, "Well, the tickets were free. I'm not losing any money off of it. Completely understand if you want to cancel. I think we are tired of this mess. No, I'll take the free tickets, bro.
No. We going, bro. Hey, I already got the date and everything set already. We going."
Gina Kim said, "Kids,
hey, we can start a fire Jason Kidd movement in the stadium, man.
Yep.
See if they'll kick us out."
Kid said Adrian Griffin firing. Kid says Adrian Griffin's firing put all other coaches on alert that they can be fired even with one of the NBA's best record. I hope he knows he's next."
Is he next, Gina?
Gina Kim also says Devin Book on the scuffle between KD, Nurk, and Grant. He wants to do the antics, man. We're out there trying to hoop, so give props to Nurk for holding that down. If I would have seen that, I would have done the same. That's how we get down. We're not with the nonsense. They punking them. They trying to punk the Mavs, the Suns. Noah said, "I don't respect."
Or they trying to call out Grant Williams saying you ain't as big and bad as you think you are.
What dog? You said. Noah said, "I don't respect Porzingis after he said he didn't try for Luka. Such a bad teammate, and people say Luka's a bad teammate. Yeah, he's in a toxic situation that will never make it look good for him. That's it, bro. I've done said it enough."
Hey, but you know what's funny, Noah? The Luka haters aren't going to hear that. They're going to ignore Porzingis' interview when he said all that stuff, where he finally took blame for what happened in Dallas. You're not going to listen to that. It's it's Luka's fault. Luka's fault. But it is what it is, man. And, my bad.
You got to go ahead.
There you go.
Gina Kim says, "I'll see y'all Friday. Great show, fellas. Tired of this team, but like always, it won't change, so I don't care anymore." And Pascal said, "Relle, if y'all get kicked out for doing that service, I will help run a donation drive for this channel." Laughing my, you know what off, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Speaking of which, y'all, for the members and the newly acquired members, we got the members only show post game on Friday, guys. We play the Atlanta Hawks on Friday, so we'll have let me tell y'all this now, man. We only can have 10 people on the screen at a time, so it's gonna be first come, first serve. I know we were full house last time we did the post game show for the members or whatever, so we only had 10 people on the screen at a time, guys. So it's first come, first serve.
You want to try it like a time? 30-minute flip or something like that.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
But yeah, and then of course, like I said, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, just hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button, guys. For if you want to become a member of the channel. Also, too, guys, you can follow us on Playback on Playback.tv, or you can download the Playback app and follow us on We Talk Mavs, guys, as we stream all the Mav games there. Also, too, am I missing? What is I forgetting here? Oh yeah, we can get our merch. If you guys want merch, we got 2 ways you can get it. Go to the store tab or here on our YouTube channel, or you can go to our bio, and it's a link there on our Twitter page. Follow us on all our socials, guys. I got the links in the description box below. This will be up in podcast form tonight. And also follow me on Cuz We Geeked, man. We got a few more subscribers to the channel, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. We're trying to get to our first 100 on the channel. We got shows every Saturday morning, guys. So you guys can join us there for that. And yeah, man, I think that's probably about it.
That is share, more share, guys. A like is the equivalent of a share. Still on our way to 2K.
Yeah.
It's trash. I know people talking about the trash can juice shirts, the hashtag powwows and the hashtag fire kids shirts. We gotta, at some point when we get a little bit of free time, we'll get stuff situated like that and all. I know we need new stuff and all that for folks for a new season, but
no, say where the Fire Jason Kidd shirt at.
we need to make maybe a powwow and a Fire Jason Kidd shirt. That's what I'm saying.
Man, listen. I gotta get my shirt too from Jeff, man.
Yeah, I got him. I got the shirt.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna tell you which ones I got yet. Shout out to Jeff.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff, man, for Empire Jeff TV, man. Y'all please go follow him, man.
Yeah, but Tony says, now in a negative way, I'm interested. How many more games will it take that they finally fire a kid?
They might need to do an over and under, man. See what that is.
Never.
It's a great question. Would you be surprised?
No. I have no clue what this team going to do, bro.
Yep, I don't either.
I'm not even going to try to do it.
I'm just going to take it for what it is, man.
Yep.
We'll see. But yeah, man, listen, guys. Here's your boys, Relle and King of We Talk Mavs, where we talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective, guys. We'll be back here on Friday, guys, after the Mavs play the Atlanta Hawks in Atlanta for the members-only post-game show. So we will see y'all guys then, man. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs.
Yes, sir.
We out.
Peace.